Well, we're really pleased with the way we came out and the effort we had in the game and the preparation we had for these guys, and really respect them as an opponent. Coming in here, 11-1 with the best start in Sun Belt history, and they're obviously extremely talented, particularly defensively. They're really good defensively, and we came out ready to play. We came out and played well in the first half. I thought we were fighting them and got that lead. Went into halftime with the lead. I knew they were going to bounce back, and they did. But then we had that stretch there in the second half where we just couldn't seem to make a timely shot. And we got some good looks, and it's not easy to get good looks on them. And we got some good looks and just couldn't knock them down, and then missed some free throws late. And then then they've got those 2-point guards. They play out there together. They totally control. When it's a late game situation, they totally control it offensively, and they milked that thing down 2 or 3 times within 5 seconds in the shot clock and scored late in the shot clock and just wears you down. But really pleased with the way our guys came out to play, but frustrating loss as well.
What kind of defensive adjustments did they make in the second half? Went to the stretch where you didn't have a basket from the field for 9 minutes.
Well, I don't know as much as they did make one small adjustment. They hit us with that 2-2-1 press a lot more than they did. We were prepared for the 2-2-1 press because they sprinkled it in there, but I think every chance they got in this half. In the second half, rather, every chance they had to get into it, they got into it. And what it did, it slowed us down. It ate up some shot clock, and then I didn't think we played fast enough coming out as we broke the press. In the first half, they weren't pressing, and we were playing pretty fast. I mean, to score 34 points on this team, it sounds crazy, but it's pretty good. I mean, I watched them have 8. San Diego State, they had 8 points with about 5-6 minutes to go in the half. So they can guard. It's what they do. That's their MO. But they did make that adjustment and ate some shot clock in that 2-2-1 press, and it slowed us down. We didn't play as fast once we broke it. First half, we played pretty fast.
These last 3 games have been really close. What do you need to do differently come to this game time that you need to fix to close these out?
Well, it's a good question because the main theme we had with the team in the locker room is just, hey, we're all frustrated. You guys are frustrated. We're frustrated, but we're not down on you. We're not down on you guys. We believe in you. The frustration comes from, as you just said, being so close. It's tough. It's tough when it's being when you go to Ole Miss and lose in overtime to a team that's one of the hottest teams in the SEC. Then you come back at home and control the game against Arkansas State for 35 minutes and lose it literally in the last minute and a half when we had the ball with a minute and a half to go and a 3-point lead. And then you come back in a game today, bounce back, and we didn't let Wednesday affect us. I mean, we didn't come out pouting, head down. We came out and we fought, have a 6-point lead at halftime or a 5-point lead, and then just have an opportunity and get so many good looks in the second half and not knock them down. That's frustrating. And so what we've got to do is there are some things we've got to do better in a late game situation. We've got to make sure we get shots off. We again had some turnovers late in the game tonight that you've got to avoid. When you're in a late game situation, you've got to make sure you get a shot off. The last thing you would do is turn it over and don't get a shot off. We had a few of those. Then the other thing that stands out is free throws. I mean, we go 13 for 22 from the free throw line. I mean, there's nobody wants to miss a free throw. Nobody does, and we spend a lot of time working on them too. And we're in kind of the last 2 games we've been in a little rut at the free throw line.
In that same respect, how do you get ready for
Georgia State. We got Georgia State first. I mean, what our guys need right now, they need a day off tomorrow. Tomorrow will be their first day off since they've come back in the night of the 26th, and really need a day off because then we go on the road Wednesday. We got Georgia State on Thursday and Georgia Southern on Saturday. So we've got to bounce back right now and get our heads up and come back and fight. The loss Wednesday was disappointing because that's one we thought we could have won. I think today, if we'd won today, I think it would have surprised everybody in the league. So Wednesday's the one, it still leaves you a little feeling in your gut, but you got to move on. You got to move on. You got to be ready. We've got to be ready. We've got to prepare well, just like we always attempt to do, and we've got to get our heads up. And you just can't let that frustration affect how we prepare and how we get ready to go over there and our mindset as we go to Georgia State.
You've shown flashes and stretches of being really, really good. The Ole Miss game and stretches of this game, y'all shot the ball really well. How much of it is keeping the mindset it right, knowing that all the pieces are almost in place, but they just need to click into place all at the same time?
Jeremy, it's a great question, and you got a really good feel for where we are right now as a team, and even as a program. We're trying to build this thing up, and we're so close, and that's where the frustration comes in. I look at 5 games now that stand out. Obviously, the last 3, but we lose at Sanford in a game where it literally could have gone either way on a neutral court, and then we had a tough loss against Austin Peay at home that we'd like to get back. But we're right there, so close. But it's such a fine line, and now we've got some young guys who got their head down a little bit, and we've got some older guys, and we've just got to avoid letting where we are right now after these last 2 or 3 games and the frustration. We've got to get them back up and not let that affect our mindset because something we just used with our team is we're so close to knocking that door down. We're close. We're right there. When you go to Ole Miss and do what we did, I mean, we all know we're right there close. What we did at Seton Hall. Seton Hall's 2-0 in the Big East right now. They've drilled their first 2 opponents, so we're right there. But nobody's going to take that door and open it and let us in. We got to knock that door down, and that's what our mentality needs to be. We got to, nobody's going to feel sorry for us. We got to go knock that door down and move past where we are right now.